Before Monday smacks us all in the face, we thought we'd help you end your week on a high with a roundup of everything that's been trending in the world of rugby of late. And when I say world of rugby, what I really mean is the virtual world of rugby for obvious reasons. Despite the lockdown, Rugby India has been more active than ever, launching a number of new initiatives covering virtual tournaments, fitness sessions, interviews with a whole host of names, philanthropic endeavors, the promotion of the women's game, and various training and educational workshops. One such initiative that deserves a special mention is the Unstoppables campaign, which highlights Indian women players who serve as role models to up-and-coming players. This year, the 3 women who have been selected to represent India as part of the Asia Rugby Unstoppables campaign are Vabiz Barucha of Maharashtra, Sandhya Rai of West Bengal, and Sumitra Nayak of Odisha. Can they follow in the footsteps of Shweta Shahi, who went on to become a world rugby unstoppable? Here's wishing them all the very best. There was a changing of guard at the Indian Rugby Football Union as Manik Onwala was elected the new president of the union. Here's Manik with a short message for the Indian rugby fraternity.
We must be aligned in our efforts in taking this game to greater heights. We promise to make rugby better, simpler, safer, and more accessible to all. We will take decisions that keep the best interest of all our stakeholders at the forefront and ensure that we also maintain the strong values that hold true to this great game.
Joining Manik as office bearers of the union are Gerard Prabhu and Saurav Chatterjee, who take over as secretary and treasurer respectively. Moving from India to the rest of the world. While Asia Rugby may have cancelled all competitions for the balance of 2020 owing to the pandemic, rugby action continued in Australia and New Zealand, albeit behind closed doors. The recently concluded Super Rugby AU and Super Rugby Aotearoa, the domestic Super Rugby tournaments of Australia and New Zealand respectively, saw the Brumbies emerging champions in the AU and the Crusaders continuing their dominance by clinching the New Zealand competition. Following on from the success of Australia's and New Zealand's domestic Super Rugby tournaments, international Super Rugby may be on the cards in the form of Super Rugby matches between Australian and New Zealand teams in 2021, contingent upon safety protocols and the 2 nations agreeing on a format. In a first step towards the return of international Test Rugby, Australia and the All Blacks will battle it out in the 2020 Bledisloe Cup, a 4-match series scheduled to kick off on October 11th. The positive momentum of the fag end of 2020 carries on into 2021, which promises to be a cracker of a year for the rugby faithful. Rugby Sevens returns to the Olympic stage for the 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games. The dates for the Rugby World Cup 2021 have been announced as the tournament heads to the Southern Hemisphere for the first time. Matches will be played at the Waitakere Stadium, Northland Event Centre and Auckland's Eden Park from the 18th of September to the 16th of October 2021. The Lions Tour, scheduled for 2021, will see the British and Irish Lions travel to South Africa to take on reigning world champions, the Springboks. So as you can tell, only a matter of time before the relative calm of 2020 makes way for the storm of rugby in 2021. Moving on, the values and principles of rugby have really shown through during these very testing times. Rugby India and its stakeholders, through the Front Row initiatives, have supported around 40,000 underprivileged individuals and around 1,500 underprivileged families by distributing food, groceries, masks, and other essential supplies to them. The initiatives also help sanitize over 300 households in slums located in the Delhi NCR region. Staying on the topic of public service, a special edition of the World Rugby Awards will take place on the 7th of December 2020 to celebrate members of the rugby family who have provided incredible service to the public during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as players and teams who have starred over the last decade. We'll conclude proceedings by highlighting certain individuals who deserve a special mention. Amy Perrett from Australia recently made history after becoming the first female referee to officiate a Super Rugby match. Fitness in rugby isn't limited to the players only. This clip of a touch judge running at full throttle will leave you absolutely gobsmacked. And finally, here's a clip of the moment Tupou Vai told his family that he had made the All Black squad.
I got some good news this morning. Just want to let you guys all know though.
We hope you enjoyed the inaugural edition of our Roundup Bulletin, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up and do let us know your thoughts in the comments section. We eagerly look forward to your company in the next one as well. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and cheers.